think the spring came for us, and we are having some really nice weather for the past couple of days. It's been quite warm. It's been about 23, 24 degrees and sunny, but beautiful all around. Just nice few days. And because I'm trying to upload more often now, my goal is to kind of release a video every week or every 10 days. I don't think that I'm going to be able to always show you some knitting or any kind of finished projects. And that is also connected to spring, because this week I don't really have much to show you, because the weather has been nice, so we've been spending time outside, and we had family over as well. I have some footage of that. I will tell you about that later on. But I just wanted to tell you that if I'm going to be uploading more often, which I would like to, and kind of recording snippets every day for a few minutes here and there, and uploading once a week or once every 10 days. I'm not promising anything, because whenever I promise something, something comes up and it doesn't work out. But if I'm going to do that as kind of a vlog of my life, as well as my creative journey and processes, just know that not every video is going to contain a lot of makes, or finished makes at least. I want to thank you for so many beautiful comments that I always receive, but in the past couple of days especially, I have received so much kindness, and that really touches me. A lot of you say that my videos touch you, but you don't understand how I feel and how much it means to me when I read your comments and your kindnesses. And some of you lovely souls, you were really worried about my migraines and how I'm doing. And if you don't know, I've been suffering from really bad migraines since I was 18 years old, so most of my life. However, lately, in the past 1-2 years, they've been really bad. And in the past couple of months, unbearable. We're talking about trips to emergency room, and really bad. So my migraines, they usually come with my period. Not always, but most of the times. And they mimic a stroke. They're not strokes, but they mimic a stroke. So the sensation that I have, even though I'm not stroking, the sensation is that it's as if I'm stroking for 3 days straight. And it takes a massive toll on the body. The body is in the shock. When I was reading up, after an attack, after a severe attack that lasts for a couple of days, which is usually what I have, they last 3 to 5 days. Usually I'm out for a week. The body is in such a shock that it's like in a state after a seizure. And I took a photograph a month ago, something, after one of the attacks. And it's not a pretty photo. I will insert it, but it's not a pretty photo. Now listen, it's not it's not as if now I'm made up completely and that photo, this is how I look without makeup. I mean, now I have some makeup on, but normally in the videos what you see me is with no makeup or just mascara on. So this is how you normally see me. So you're gonna see how the migraine attack completely, how do you call that? Like my face is deformed. My eyes are swollen, my whole face droops. As I said, it mimics a stroke. So I will insert the photo here, but I'm telling you, it's not pretty. So you ready? Here it is. And And but the good news is that I have visited quite a few neurologists, and the last one that I have visited, he has put me on some new medication which is used for epilepsy. And what that does is that for that period around my menstrual cycle, around my period, I take it for about 10 days. And what that does is, from what I understand, reduces the electrical activity in the brain. So I did have, since I started this medication, I did have another migraine attack. But just so I let you know, for those of you who were worried, it was not even comparable in strength how the previous one was. The months leading up to starting this new medication. It seems to be working, so fingers crossed. And I was still in bed, I was still on the couch and not being able to do much, but really no comparison in strength to the other ones. So thank you very much for asking me about that. And yes, I think the medicine is working, and I don't want to jinx it, but I have been better. That also ties into videos recording more often or on a regular basis, because that's what I would like to do, but I don't really know how I'm going to be feeling. So hopefully I'm just going to start getting better and better, and I will be able to do that. But on a nicer note, if this was not a downer enough, but it's good news. I mean, overall, I consider it a win. So on a positive note, over the weekend on Saturday, it was our wedding anniversary. And I recorded some footage of what we did that day, and I will insert that here. Such a beautiful day today, and it's our wedding anniversary, 17 years. Let me put you here, and so I can sit on the grass. Oh, I don't have a tripod on at the moment, so I'm gonna have to bend down so you guys can see me. It's our wedding anniversary, 17 years, as I said. And normally we don't really do anything for anniversaries, nothing much. And for Valentine's especially, nothing. We never ever celebrate it. I don't even like Valentine's. But today we're actually going to do something just nice and easy. A couple of years ago, well, not a couple of years ago, it's already some years ago, but when I was really busy with the shop, I even forgot our anniversary 2 years in a row. And I was working and Mario came, and he hugged me and he wished me a happy anniversary, and I was like, oh God, I didn't even pretend that, I didn't say like, oh yeah, happy anniversary. No, I just said, I'm so sorry, I completely forgot. And it was funny because he said it was the best gift that I could ever give him, because now he can't be held accountable if he ever forgets. But he didn't, he never forgot. So today, because our older son, Nicola, he doesn't have a day off, he's in the army. We are going to take Alex, a younger one, to my parents, and he's going to stay there the night. And we're gonna go for a nice dinner, Mario and I. And for lunch, he's gonna make burgers, because he's the cook of the family. I started cooking recently, a bit here and there, but I'm not a very good cook. But Mario is the one that usually cooks for us. So he's going to make some burgers, and it's going to be a nice day, a slow, relaxing day, but nice. What are you making for us?
Burgers, traditional wedding anniversary burgers.
I think he is. He's recording.
Well, that's just teasing me.
The filming wars.
This is how people do it. Turning into food YouTubers. Cheers.
Project X. Sounds intriguing.
It's a very nice design. Would you like to try it?
I'm gonna record you while you're cutting it. Not you, just your hands. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we better be. I'm surprised at you.
Why?
Because you suggested all this and I thought it was going to be a light meal.
I told you that this year I would like to make more things for myself, that I would like to knit more for myself, because last year I have knitted so many gifts, which I'm always very happy to do. It really gives me joy to make for the people that I love, and I'm happy to do it. But this year I want to knit more for myself and weave more for myself, which I actually started a shawl that is for me. And out of all of the shawls that I have ever made, I actually kept only 2 for myself. I have 2. And the blankets that I wove, I don't have any. I didn't keep any of them for myself. I gave all of them away. So I would like to do that this year as well, to weave more for outside, to have like a pile of woven blankets that we can just use in the evening and cover ourselves. But I'm going to pause the video now here, because I forgot to bring the 2 shawls that I kept for myself that I want to show you. Okay, so I brought the shawls. Now I have footage of me making these shawls. I wouldn't be able to tell you in which episodes they were. They were probably from sometime 2 years ago. But I do have, I remember I do have footage of them. Okay, so the ones that I kept for myself is this one. It's the same all the way through. I remembered that what I used for the warp, which are these black strands, is woolly knit, in black, woolly knit British wool. And I know a lot of people throughout YouTube that have podcasts, they really like to knit with woolly knit yarn. I find it a bit rough. So I necessarily wouldn't wear this next to my skin. They're British wool, and they come on cones. But I did use it for warp, this one. And the weft is my hand spun. It's all blue face Leicester, but different shades of blue face Leicester in natural tones. And I love this shawl. Okay, I'm not going to get up now you won't be able to see it if I get up now to show you. But this is the one that I kept for myself. And the other one it's a mixture of everything, really. all different kinds of wool, and also for the warp I used wool in it, British wool but in grey. But for the weft I used all different kinds of my hand spun. So there is different types of wool, there is alpaca, and I love this one. It came out so it's, look at it. It was such a beautiful surprise when I took it off the loom at that time, because as you're weaving, see, I have to remember to look into the lens, because I'm looking at the little screen on the side of the camera to see whether it's everything is in focus and whether it's showing well. But I have to remember to look in the lens. So when I'm weaving, you only get to see like a small part of the actual fabric, because the rest is wound onto the, like a roller. So the first time that I actually see the finished product is when I take it off the loom. And I was so pleasantly surprised when this was coming off, and it was coming off, and I was saying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It was, look at it. And that's the one that I kept for myself. It has felted at different rates, because I tend to felt them a bit to connect the fibers, but because there are different types of fibers inside, they have felted in different rates. So alpaca here, if you see, it's a bit wider, it didn't felt as much as the other wools. I don't care, I love it. I actually wore it on our anniversary when I think I wore this one or the other one. Ooh, I don't remember now. I have to look at the footage. But let me see if I can put this one on. And now what I'm doing, I'm weaving one in green shades, and with a bit of beige, and that is also from my hand spun merino and yak blend. I will show that in some of the future videos. But before I started this one, and after I have finished Jackie's shawl that I showed you in the previous video. Now Jackie's shawl was finished sometime in January. And I knew that this year I want to start making things for myself. But there was another one that I wanted to make as a gift. There is a lot more that I want to make as gifts. But for now, there was just one more that I wanted to make before I start working on the things for myself. And that was for Mario's aunt. She is, not only is she such a lovely and gentle person, but I don't want to say that she's my biggest fan, but she's my biggest supporter. She lives in England, and she's always watching my videos from the very beginning. She's watching them every time and commenting every time and loves everything that I make. And I feel so supported by her, by this woman so far away, that I saw maybe 5 to 10 times in my life. And I really wanted to make something for her. And she was coming to Cyprus now. She just left a couple of days ago. And I knew that I wanted to make a shawl, to weave a shawl for her before she comes. And I managed to do it just in time, just like 2 days or 1 day before she arrived. And I don't have the footage of me weaving this shawl, because I was mostly doing it in the evening when I was here in the living room by myself. Everybody was asleep. But I do have the footage of the finished product, of the finished shawl, so I will put that here.
She didn't love you back, love you back. All she did was leave a hole in your chest. You didn't get that job, even though you really gave it your best. dawn, it's always dark. Before the light, there is a tunnel. Before you run, you gotta stumble. When you fall in love, but it don't work out. When you've cried at least 100 times. When you feel so stuck, but you can't get out. Just remember, there will come a day when it all works out, and you didn't even have to try. You will find a way if you hold on now and remember that the only way is up from here. You say you're getting old, but what do you know about what's to come? 'Cause what the future holds, nobody knows till the race is all won. So if you're wondering what's the point of anything at all? It's to live your life, live it right now, 'cause you only get one.
I gave her the shawl and she was very happy and she was very touched, and she said that she's going to treasure it. And she also came to our house the following day. We had a public holiday, which it's called Green Monday or Clean Monday. In Greek is Kathero Deftera, which is Clean Monday, but I think in Greece they call it Green Monday. And that is the day that signifies the beginning of the Lent, the day when we get together in nature usually, and we don't eat meat. But I think I have that in the footage that I recorded on the day when I was preparing the house for the guests. Today is Green Monday, and Green Monday it's a holiday here in Cyprus, and I think Greece as well, where families gather around or they go outside in nature and for a picnic. And no meat, we don't eat any meat. It's a day of clean food. It's either called Green Monday or Clean Monday, depending. So we are having a family over in our house today, and I need to prepare the outside garden because nobody was sitting here all winter. So there is quite a few things to do here and there before they arrive. Mario is preparing fish and some other seafood. I'm going to collect the salad from our garden. So gonna get going on it, but I just wanted to let you know, because in case I include any of these clips, that you're gonna know what day this is.
Before the dawn, it's always dark. Before the light, there is a tunnel. Before you run, you gotta stumble. When you fall in love, but it don't work out. When you've cried at least 100 times. When you feel so stuck, but you can't get out. Just remember, there will come a day when it all works out, and you didn't even have to try. You will find a way if you hold on now and remember that the only way is up from here. The only way is up from When you fall in love, but it don't work out. When you've cried at least 100 times. When you feel so stuck and you can't get out. Just remember, ooh, there will come a day when it all works out, and you didn't even have to try. You will find a way if you hold on now and remember that the only way is up from here.
want to show you what Mario's auntie brought me when she came over for Green Monday. It's my first rose. I never had a rose in my garden. I did when I was living with my parents. They had roses. We had it in Belgrade and also here in another house when I was living with my parents. But this is my first rose, and I was so happy when she gave me the gift. It felt really special. Look at it. Inside, it's just white, and on the edges, as it opens, it has this fuchsia, bright pink. And when it's closed, it looks pink because you can see only the edges. I have to see where I'm going to plant it, and I have to do some research because here, if you hear some helicopter is passing overhead. But in Cyprus, because it gets really hot, I have to research whether they like full sun, or I think I'm going to put it in the front of the house, just by the gate. It's going to look beautiful, but I wanted to show it to you. And before I leave, I wanted to answer a few questions that I get quite often. And that is, do I sell my hand-woven shawls? Do I sell my hand-spun yarn? And if I have patterns for the things that I knit. I don't sell my hand-woven shawls. I don't sell my hand-spun yarn. And I don't have any patterns. And saying this now out loud sounds like I'm really, not tapping in on the opportunity, but I don't. I'm sorry, I really don't. I might do in the future, not with patterns that I have no interest of becoming a knitwear designer, and I don't want to get into that. I really don't. It's just there is so many knitwear designers and so many beautiful patterns on the market that the selection is huge. That I don't think you really need my designs. But I thank you for asking. I think it's really a compliment that you would want to buy one of my patterns. But no, I don't have patterns. I usually just think, make them up as I go along, and I kind of know my size, so there is not much grading to do. And my mother and my sister, which are also people that I knit for, is, they're similar size to me, maybe a bit bigger, but really not that much difference. So I don't have patterns for the shawls and for the hand-spun yarn and blankets. It's a tough one because I don't sell them because they're very time-consuming to make, and I wouldn't even know how to go about it. If anything changes in the future, I will let you know, but I'm sorry I don't. At the moment, I don't. There was a point that I was going to sell the prints of my paintings, which I still might do, but I was trying out different printing services, and I didn't find yet the one that I was completely happy with. I did have, did have a website, which there was this whole thing I needed for some bureaucracy reasons to have an online presence with selling some retail products, and that's why I never really advertised it. I never even spoke about it here, but I had a website where I had spinning fiber on, but that was just for the bureaucratic reasons, as I said. And some of you have actually found me and started ordering the fiber, which yes, I have sent, but ever since then I have removed that as well. Maybe I will revive the website, but I have to think about that. It's not something that I'm doing now, even though lately for the past, oh my god, the noise, a truck is passing. Every time I keep on telling you like, oh, if you hear this, if you hear that, because for me it's really loud, but I don't even know if the microphone is picking it up. So where was I? Yes, for the past couple of months or so, I started itching for a business. I started feeling a bit, I started missing having a business. But then on the other hand, do I really want to start the whole machine again? I'm not there yet. So if anything changes in the future, I will let you know. I really will. But for now, I don't sell anything. So I hope you're well, and thank you for watching and leaving such amazing comments. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.